only facilitate the movement of people, goods and services, but will also promote shared prosperity and inclusive growth across the region. Tanzania is no stranger to such aspirations, as it already links landlocked countries in Central Africa with the already undertaking internal consultations aiming at aligning this project with national priorities and other bilateral and regional commitments. In closing, allow me to reiterate Tanzania's commitment to regional integration and shared prosperity. We note the progress made on the development of the Lobito Corridor and commend the visionary leadership that has brought this initiative to life. And it is through such partnerships and innovations that Africa's Agenda 2063
First of all, the first person that we need to address in this video is the cameraman. Why is he doing this? He keeps zooming on Byron like that. I think he's trying to embarrass him on purpose. That's what I think he's doing. But yeah, I think it's wild to think that, the president of the most powerful country in the world is sleeping during a conference. I mean, to be honest with you, I don't think that Joe Biden has been, the greatest president. Let me not even say the greatest. A good president for the United States in the past 4 years. I don't think so. Like, it's complete embarrassment after embarrassment after embarrassment. I've seen a video of him falling down, when he was going up the stairs of the F1. I've seen one that no way. I've seen him confuse Vladimir Putin and Vladimir Zelensky. Like, shit is crazy, bro. Shit is crazy. And I think the answer is very, very clear. He's too old for him to be a president. I don't understand why they can't just remove him, because I think there are guidelines in which you can remove a president. And I think if they visited those guidelines, they would find it, appropriate to remove him, because clearly he can't be, dealing with this. He's an old man. He's an old man. He's 80, I think 80, 83, 82. I'm not sure. Don't take my word for it. Yeah. He's too old to be a president. And he's out here embarrassing the US in front of the whole world. He's making a bad decision after a bad decision. I saw also recently, I think he parented his son. Yeah, he did parent his son after he had promised that he wouldn't do it. And he done it, he reinforced it multiple times, saying, listen, I won't parent him. I'm just going to let the Lord deal with him. Then I think maybe due to Trump winning the election, I think he decided to change his mind. Maybe. But according to the report that I read, I think he has always, he has always had it in his mind to pardon him, but he didn't want to say it publicly, I think. If I'm not mistaken. Why? I don't know. It's a bad idea, because technically you're making yourself look like a liar in front of people. And so how people are going to trust you, because that way like your credibility goes, man, because of that. It goes. I mean, he's a typical politician. This is what you expect politicians to do, but I think he's too old to be doing these things, to be playing political games. It's over for him. After this presidency, he just have to go and relax. Go, sit down somewhere. Go sit down and stop stressing about things we shouldn't be stressing about. In fact, listen, we should have a cap. An age cap on which, these politicians, when they reach this age, they just step down. They just step down. Because it's unacceptable to have, someone who's that old as a president. They're unpredictable. You don't know what they're gonna do at what time. Out of nowhere, he decided to, give Ukraine permission to use attack arms and to start striking deep inside Russia, which, listen, I don't think is a good idea. I understand the idea behind it, but I don't think it's a good. I don't think it's gonna work. I think it's too late for that to work. All right, the idea is to put Ukraine in a good position when it comes to negotiation when Trump becomes a president. But it's too late for that. He should have allowed them to use them way earlier in the war when it started. Now it's too late. Now it's just complicating the matters unnecessary. Even Vladimir Putin, I saw him on the news saying that the current administration is doing this on purpose so that they can complicate things for Donald Trump. Which I must admit, when Donald Trump became a president in 2016, just like everyone else, because listen, I wasn't a person, I was still like a bit young at that age. But either way, like I've always been a person who's interested in news, politics, knowing information. And I had a very bad, I wouldn't say a very bad assumption, but because of what I was watching, the news that I was watching and how they portrayed him, that's what became my perspective of him, or my perception of him. Yeah, my perception of him, that's the right word, my perception of him. But now, because I'm a bit older, now I can, I can understand, and I realize that a lot of us, some of the things that he stand, in fact, a lot of things that he stand for, we also stand for. He doesn't believe in teaching kids things that they shouldn't be learning at a young age, such as learning about, identity and sexuality. He doesn't believe in those things, and majority of us we don't believe in that. We don't believe in kids going under chemical castration so that they can become part of this, what is it, LGBTQ squad. That's what I choose to refer them as. I don't see them as a group, or I just see them as a squad, because that's what squads do. They bully people. And I think that's what they've turned into. They've turned into bullies who force other people to, bow down to what they're saying. And if you don't agree with us and if you don't support us, you are homophobic. Which is not true. A phobia is a fear of something. A lot of people are not scared of you. In fact, I don't know anyone who's scared of you. People just don't like that you put your lifestyle on display. We have grown men who are wearing short skirts. We have, like, everything, even kids. It's not appropriate to be doing certain things in public. But there are no boundaries. They just do anything as they like, which is unacceptable anyway. We complain about women who walk around exposing themselves too much. Now imagine a man in a skirt with a dick swinging everywhere. And you're supposed to accept that. No, it's unacceptable. And I think, like I said, a lot of things that he stand for, we also stand for them. Now, because he's elected again, we'll see how this term goes. And from my understanding, I think this is his last term. He won't run again, which makes sense, because I think by the end of, in 2028, I think he'll be 80 something, even him. So he'll be too old. Like I said, we can't have presidents who are too old. 85 must be the max. 85 or even 8. Let's just say 8. When you reach 80, you are no longer eligible to be a president. You are too old. You need to go rest somewhere, take a break, start focusing on your grandchildren. So yeah, I like the fact that Donald Trump is elected. We'll see what he does, because I think a lot of policies that he's gonna implement in the US, a lot of them are gonna, affect globally. I mean, the global economy. He's already talking about, imposing tariffs on Mexico, China, and Canada. And I also, one of the things that it's just that I haven't went into it extensively. He was saying if BRICS is planning to replace the dollar, and then he's going to impose 100% tariffs on BRICS, on the countries that, compasses of BRICS. Which is, listen, from the US perspective, I understand why, because he's trying to protect what they got going on. And, from BRICS perspective, it's gonna be a problem. There's gonna be a problem, and I don't know. Overall, I think he's gonna do great. I think he'll be able to stop these wars. He's already he has already came out and warned Hamas in Iran. I think he's good friends with Putin, so I think they'll negotiate good. I think he will end these wars. I think things will become better with him as the president. So we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. Hopefully he restores global peace. Everything goes back to normal. And all this unnecessarily killings will stop. Because a lot of people have died in the past 4 years. Just in 4 years, during Biden's presidency, we had 3 wars. 3 wars: Ukraine, Russia, Israel, Hamas, Israel, Hezbollah. Now Syria has fallen to rebels. Like, just a lot of mess. It's a mess, a complete mess, and someone is needed to fix this. Now, I don't think he's going to be able to fix all of it in 4 years. This is a lot. This is too much. This is too much. Like, you can't just solve this whole thing in 4 years. But I think the first few phases of stopping and making sure that these wars are prevented for the future, I think he'll be able to complete them. I think he will. Plus, he has one of my favorites, Elon Musk. The smartest man. Listen, I think Elon Musk is the smartest man on this earth. Of course, we don't know, and that's probably inaccurate, but based on what he has achieved, I think he's the smartest man on earth. Plus Vivek Ramaswamy, plus JD Vance. He got top people in his cabinet, and I think if they work well, if they form a strong team, I think they should accomplish great things. So yeah, thank you for tuning into this video. Please like and subscribe and comment down below and let me know what you think as far as Joe Biden embarrassing himself during his visit to Congo, Zambia.